What's up, guys? This is the Comeback Kid back again. This is going to be a different kind of video. It's not gaming related. It's going to be talking about kind of like a review of the mid-season finale of Season 4 from The Walking Dead. Some of you may know I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, the TV show as well as the video game. In particular, the TV show. I don't know if you guys are interested in The Walking Dead. If you're not, then you might skip this video. And if you haven't seen the episode, skip this video, because there's going to be spoilers. So there's your warning. There's going to be spoilers. If you guys like these kind of videos, just let me know, and I might do, might do a review over each coming episode coming up in February. So starting off Season 4 of the mid-season finale, Governor starts off giving a little speech, short little speech, about saying why they need to take over the prison, that these guys are bad guys, and he's basically conning this new group into doing his deeds for him and going along with him. And of course they're buying it. Give or take, Lily, I don't think she's really buying it, but everybody else buys it. They go along with them. They roll up to the prison, and actually before that, the governor actually grabs Michonne and Herschel, who actually went out on a run by themselves, and he takes them hostage. He knocks Michonne out, takes Herschel, grabs him hostage. Now, the main revolving thing around this episode is the governor and Rick going at it for the prison. But there's also a little side thing that's going on, which is Carol has been banished from the group by Rick, and Daryl finds out about it, and he gets pissed off, and basically he gets mad and doesn't really agree with what Rick did, and I think he's thinking that he would have maybe handled it differently, and I don't think he entirely believes that Carol did it. So he's pissed off, and then they're going to go and tell Tyrese that Carol killed, what's her fucking name? Tyrese's girlfriend. She killed her and the other guy to protect the prison from getting infected again even further. So they're going to do that. Of course, here's another side thing that happens. Tyrese tells them that he found another animal sacrifice, I guess you would say. Looks like a rabbit is like skinned up and his guts are hanging out, and he's like skinned up against the wall. Kind of awkward, considering I don't think it was there before Carol left. So that could only mean that someone else was feeding the rats in the first episode, and someone else did that. So I'm thinking it's Bob, personally. He seems the one that's the least stable in the group and the least trustworthy as far as I'm concerned. He's the only one that I could see doing that since Carol is gone. So I'm still not really concerned. I'm not understanding why he's doing it so far. At first, I was thinking maybe he could have been a spy for the governor, but he was fighting along with everyone else against the governor, so that's probably not the case. But I still think it's probably Bob doing it. Now, back to the main plot of this episode, which was the governor and the Rick thing clashing. So basically, they roll up to the prison on the tank. Governor says, Rick, come down here. Rick's like, no, I'm not the leader anymore. We have a council. Governor's like, well, is Herschel part of that council? Is Michonne part of that council? Because here they are. So he brings them out. They're tied up, puts them on their knees, and he says, Rick, come down here. I'm talking to you right now. Rick goes down there, in front of the tank by himself, tries to talk it out with the governor. Surprisingly, the governor says that he wants to everything go peacefully and no one has to die. He will willingly no one has to die. He will take over the prison without killing anybody as long as they just leave. As long as Rick and the group leaves, no one has to die. Which was different than his approach in Season 3. He just wanted to kill everybody. So, he's like, he says he didn't want anybody to die. He holds them hostage, and Rick's kind of hesitant because he doesn't trust the governor, and basically Rick says that they can all live together, that they don't want to leave the prison, and they keep going back and forth, and the governor's like, no, that's not going to happen, we can't live together, and Rick's like, we can make this happen, and the governor's just like, no, and the governor's keeps giving Rick a chance to say, you better hurry up and go before it gets nighttime, before the zombies come. And Rick's like, finally he's like, no, we're not leaving. Governor gets pissed off, gets off the tank, holds Michonne's sword to Hershel's neck. He's had enough. He's like, you guys leave now or I'm killing Hershel. Rick's like, not leaving. Then Rick starts giving his little speech about how people can change, how it doesn't have to be this way, blah blah blah. And you kind of see the governor kind of thinking about it, like, yeah. And through the past 2 episodes of being governor episodes, you think that maybe the governor has changed, because he found a family with who I think is probably going to be his who he thought was going to be his replacement family, with Lily and Megan, and he was thinking about it, but it's just something. I think something was in him that says, no, I just can't get the governor out of me. I can't go back to a peaceful guy. I just can't make this happen. So slices Hershel's neck, really awesome. Blood's dripping everywhere. Maggie and everybody's freaking out because they're back there. They're held up at the fence with Daryl, Carl, and all them with their guns, and basically he executes Hershel like samurai style, which is pretty awesome. Then they all hell breaks loose. Just people start firing. Rick gets shot off, hits Governor like in the arm. The governor hits Rick in the leg or something. They go take cover, everybody's firing at each other. A lot of the governor's people are starting to drop. Some guys from the prison start to drop. They start rolling the tank through the fences, and they start taking shots at the prison. I don't know why they didn't take a shot like directly at the people, or maybe they thought that people were still in the prison or whatever. Anyway, during this time, Michonne is still tied up, but she ends up crawling away. She ends up like finding a bumper of a car and like getting her ropes tied free. And in the meantime, Hershel, with what life he had left in him, managed to crawl his way, which I think was pretty badass. This showed that he still wasn't dead, even after getting his leg chopped off and fucking half of his head chopped off. Still ended up crawling away, trying to do something. And the governor grabbed him, ended up finishing the job, chopping his whole head off. In the meantime, before this happened, Lily and Megan were left behind by themselves, and Megan ended up dying because the zombie that was buried ended up biting her. So during this time, Megan and Lily brings Megan back, and she's standing right there as the governor's chopping the rest of Hershel's head off, holding dead Megan. What sense the governor might have had left in his head, what sense of humanity he might have had left in him, was then gone, I guess, after seeing Megan dead. He walked up to her, finished the job, while Lily was holding her by shooting her in the head. Tank rolls up the fence, they start going at it, and let's see what happens. Oh, Rick, out of nowhere, ends up tackling. I didn't think this was going to happen this soon, because this is just the middle of the season, and normal as we've seen in season 3, and Rick would never really get his hands on the governor, and finally he ends up tackling him. They go at it. They're slugging it out with each other, punching each other, and governor's like choking the shit out of Rick until he's like purple in the face. Meanwhile, there's like 7 different times where you think someone's gonna die in this episode, and a couple people do die. And I called it because I knew Herschel was gonna die, because he had his own episode basically a couple episodes ago where it revolved all around him. He ended up saving everybody, and I knew that it was his time. So Herschel dies, Megan dies, a bunch of governor's guys die, some of the prison people die, non-important characters. Tyrese almost dies. It looks like Daryl's almost about to die. Who else? Oh, Judith may be dead. Looks like Rick's almost about to die. The governor dies. It looks like Michonne is about to be executed. It looks like there's a lot of shit going on. So, everybody's fighting. Daryl's fighting people, and it looks like a zombie. Of course, when everybody's having a gunfight, zombies come out of nowhere, try to take people out. Comes from behind Daryl. Looks like he's gonna get him, but Daryl ends up stabbing it in the head, using it as a human shield. Takes out some guys, throws a grenade in the tank, blows the tank from the inside out, and he ends up evacuating guys out of the tank because they're running, because there's a grenade in there, and he ends up finishing everybody off. Meanwhile, the zombies are starting to overcrowd the prison now that the gates are down. This turns into their little emergency plan, I guess, where when things go south, they go into the bus and try to get everybody in the bus and then get the hell out of there. Tyrese is fighting. Everybody's getting separated. Tyrese is fighting, and the little children end up bringing Judith outside because they're evacuating everybody outside the prison because tanks shooting at the prison. So they pull the baby out. The little girls are like, "We need to help. We need to stay and fight." And Tyrese is fighting everybody. These two people gun him down almost. He's hiding behind like a little flower bed, and 2 girls end up saving him. They pop cap in each of the people that are shooting him. They save him, and at this point, all the governor's people are dead just about, and the governor is like choking the life out of Rick, and Michonne, out of nowhere, stabs the governor through the chest, leaves him for dead. Governor's laying on the ground. Rick gets out of there. Michonne gets out of there, and Lily walks up with a gun. If you're familiar with the comics, which I'm not, I don't read the comics, but I know that this happens, that Lily is supposed to kill the governor, I think by herself, but Michonne killed him, I guess, but Lily finishes the job. She walks up and shoots him in the head. So, governor's gone, and at this point, it's like a reflection of Season 2, the ending of Season 2, where everybody is separated when the herd overruns the farm. Everybody gets separated. Tyrese and the girls get separated together. Rick and Carl end up walking their own way. The bus goes driving away. I think Michonne's by herself. Beth and Daryl are together. So everybody gets separated. And they hightail it out of there because the prison's overrun now by walkers. And at the end, Rick and Carl are walking into the prison saying, "Where's Judith?" They see the baby car seat there, and Judith is not in there, but there is some blood in the car seat. So they immediately think the worst, and they start bawling. Zombies are coming. Carl kind of snaps and just shotguns the shit out of this zombie, and they both have to get out of there because, I mean, zombies are coming, and they basically lost it. They're crying and stuff because they think Judith's gone. I don't think Judith's gone. I don't think she died. I think I think Tyrese and the girls picked her up in the skirmish, and I think they took her and just ran off as quickly as they could so the zombies wouldn't get her. So that's what I think where Judith is. I don't think Judith is dead. I think Tyrese and the girls picked her up so they got out of there, because we see Beth and Daryl running off by themselves with nothing in their hands except guns, and the girls brought Judith out in the first place. So I think they have her, and I think Judith is safe. So that is the review, basically the breakdown of what happened on Season 4, mid-season finale of The Walking Dead. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fucking awesome. I think this is how Season 3 should have ended, because it was bad. The last 20 minutes of this episode was fucking awesome. This is how Season 3 should have ended. I don't know why they ended Season 3 like that, because this is the battle we were waiting for. This is the battle that should have happened at the end of Season 3, and it didn't. So, but anyway, it was an awesome episode, fucking awesome. Go watch it. It's probably one of the best episodes of Walking Dead that I've seen, and go watch it. If you guys like this video, please like it, and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And if you want to see more of these little reviews, just let me know in the comments or whatever, and I might start doing them when Walking Dead returns in February. But we have to wait again. How long do we have to wait? 2 months? February 9th, I think, is when it comes back. So, yeah, we're gonna have to wait. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.